Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and the weekend is now over, Monday is upon us, and it's time to take a look at the player numbers and see if Activision's grand plan to save Call of Duty is actually working. With the relaunch of Verdansk on Thursday, player numbers shot right up. I mean, they didn't go flying into the stratosphere or anything like that, but they roughly doubled, and the big question on everyone's mind is how long will it last? Well, on Thursday, the game peaked at 113,000 players on Steam. On Friday, it never quite reached that 113,000 mark, but then on Saturday, the peak numbers jumped up to 125,000, and the biggest number was 138,335 on Sunday. Even as I'm working on this video right now, which is roughly at 3 p.m. Eastern Monday afternoon, the game has over 100,000 players, and we're now 5 days removed from the relaunch of the map. I think it's safe to say that right now, at least for the time being, the Verdansk Band-Aid is working. And I know a lot of people aren't happy about that, but players are coming back. The average player count has roughly doubled, and that means both good and bad things for the COD franchise. I think in a lot of ways, fans are happy with the update. If you're a Warzone player, then you're likely enjoying your return to Verdansk, but if you're a multiplayer fan, this might just mean that the franchise is going in reverse back to the 2019 days. When Season 3 dropped for Black Ops 6, of course I did my review and my video on that and everything, it did literally nothing to move the needle for the player count. Like the new season, the new maps, the new zombies, even the new Warzone guns and the battle pass and all of that, the player count numbers barely moved whatsoever. Whereas when the Warzone update went through, the player count doubled pretty quickly. As much as it sucks to say for traditional Call of Duty fans, multiplayer has stagnated. And I think all of us are pretty aware of that by now, but it's not doing anything to excite players or bring them back to the game, and that is where Activision failed. Multiplayer has been systematically ruined for years because of its manipulative matchmaking bullshit, as well as all the bad decisions that the devs and Activision have been making, and the same can honestly be said about Warzone. What's it say about the state of the franchise right now when the current Warzone map and gameplay mechanics are so stale that Activision had to bring back mechanics and a map from 5 years ago just to get people excited again? It's at the point now where when they add new things to the series, those things aren't even exciting for fans anymore, and it's all because Activision has burned the community time and time again. The thing about Verdansk coming back and its relative popularity is it isn't without its faults. I personally have played against cheaters, and I'm not even a Warzone player. Like this guy right here, peep the name by the way, ends up beaming my buddy and then kills me, and at first glance I just figured I missed too many shots and he made a great play, which is why unfortunately I skipped half the kill cam. Well, notice how he ended up getting headshot kills on both of us, and in the kill cam he doesn't miss a single headshot on Jet, and then later in the game we were spectating him and he was just shooting random quickscopes across the map and actually hitting people. It's pretty clear this guy was cheating, right? And I talked about it in my previous video, but the cheating situation that we have here in COD, not only in Black Ops 6 multiplayer, but also in Warzone, it doesn't appear to have gotten better with the recent anti-cheat updates. In fact, it may actually be worse, if you can freaking believe that. I showed this in my previous video, but again, it seems like Activision and the Call of Duty subreddit moderators are hiding the fact that cheaters are all over Verdansk right now. Not only have they been removing any videos showing cheaters on Verdansk, but if you search up keywords like hacker or cheater over on the COD Warzone subreddit, you'll see that videos and clips used to be posted there all the time, but if you search for clips within the past week, there is literally nothing. I don't think enough people are making enough of a stink over this. Like, the moderators on Reddit are literally censoring people for posting clips of cheaters in an effort to shift the narrative away from the cheating situation to, oh my god, Verdansk is back, we're so back, we're all having fun, right? It's okay to have fun and enjoy Verdansk and just enjoy the update in general, but when you're actively censoring and hiding criticism of the update, well then we have a problem. It might be time for somebody like Modern Warzone to boot up his old subreddit so people will finally have a place where they can share their experiences without being shut down and censored by Activision and their Reddit lackeys. If you've been playing Verdansk, you've likely been running into cheaters, so be sure to go ahead and check all your kill cams, and I want to show you guys this clip I saw here today. If the hacking situation wasn't out of control, then this wouldn't be something that I just randomly stumbled upon. I didn't go seeking this, it just basically came right to me organically. So I was putting together stuff for this video here today, and while I'm like gathering all that and like my videos render and everything, I popped on TP stream to have something to listen to in the background, right? And lo and behold, as soon as I tune in, he's being stream sniped by a hacker, and then he made some really good points. So I want you guys to take a listen to this.
Man, how are we liking Verdansk?
Verdansk, they did a great job bringing back Verdansk, but there's still so many problems with the game itself. Like, and I'm hitting her getting hacked and stream sniped on all day, every day again. So it kind of bums me out, you know. It kind of bums me out. Because, like, I want to gas up the devs for doing great work, but I'm just stuck here getting, you know, like, I'm sure you guys got to be feeling it too, like the blatant wallers. Like, you're trying to, like, just enjoy the game for what it is, and then the more and more and more you're impacted by that, it just kind of checks you out mentally.
Now, mind you, TP is one of the best Warzone players I personally have ever seen, and he's been dealing with this stuff on a daily basis ever since Verdansk came out. The hacking situation is really out of control. Mind you, this dude's level 1000, he plays the game all the time, like he experiences more of the game than most people, and he's seeing it all the time. You know, if you hop on, maybe just play for 30 minutes, you might not run into somebody necessarily right then, but if you play long enough, you will run the hackers, you will run the cheaters, and that is certainly a problem. And so when you see all the positive reception to Verdansk, it's great that people are enjoying the game, and I'm genuinely happy that people are happy that Verdansk is back and everything, but let's not be blind to the fact that Activision is controlling the entire narrative surrounding this update right now and sweeping the real problems under the rug. Now, if you're a multiplayer fan, fret not, because all this Verdansk and Warzone stuff might actually be good for the game long term. Like I mentioned earlier, the update for Season 3 did literally nothing, like nothing at all to bring players back, and the game is still bleeding players like crazy, at least on the multiplayer side of things, and Activision, of course, are very aware of that. For them, Warzone's always been the priority. They love that whole free-to-play Fortnite business model and everything, and at least for the time being, them bringing back an old map and old mechanics seem to have reversed the negative player count trend, and I'm hoping the same thing ends up happening to multiplayer as well. Like, imagine a scenario, I would love this, I'm sure all of you guys would as well, where Call of Duty stopped trying to manipulate players into thinking they're having fun, and instead just brought back the old mechanics and old systems that genuinely made Call of Duty fun in the first place. The biggest thing, of course, would be getting rid of skill-based matchmaking. That 1000% needs to happen, but then maybe bring back something like the Pick 10 system, make score streaks a factor again, make them stronger and more interesting, maybe bring back proper events and making them fun again as compared to copy and pasting the festive Archies every single season. How great would all of that be? It's very clear that, at least for right now, Verdansk has helped Warzone's player numbers, but they know damn well that multiplayer is still suffering, and if they want to keep pushing out yearly titles, especially if they're going to be following in Nintendo's footsteps and increasing the price of the game to $80 or $90, they're going to have to change something, especially with GTA 6 coming out this year. Based on the leaks and rumors and what we know about COD 2025 so far, the game itself is going to be a lot like Modern Warfare 3, where it feels like more of an update as compared to a brand new game, and that is not going to sell things, man. They're going to have to do something drastic with that game, and hopefully it's something good, you know, because right now, Verdansk has been a net positive, but nostalgia wears off. It's a hell of a drug at first, but even the original release of the map got old for players after a while. They can't just put a new coat of paint on something and call it good. They have to make systematic, fundamental changes to the franchise if they want long-term success and players to come back to the series, and over the course of the next week, it's going to be really interesting to keep an eye on that player count, as well as the community reception to all the things going on here in COD, so be sure to stay tuned to the channel here as we keep up with all the news and all the updates as they come out. Will they actually be doing anything with multiplayer? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Is Warzone just gonna continue to flourish, or is it gonna start to go downhill? And if it does go downhill, I suppose the biggest thing is, if the nostalgia starts to wear off, how far down will those player numbers go? And with multiplayer currently completely stagnating, what else will Activision possibly have up their sleeves? We have so many questions right now and so few answers, so for right now, I'm just going to wrap up this video here today. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts and feedback on the return of Verdansk, as well as the current state of the COD franchise down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening and for your continued support of my channel, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.